Right? Fair? Is this fair? If God can give you Tesla, He doesn't have nariyal. Why He needs our nariyal? To make chutney. Right? So the whole point is, let's not try business with God. Yeah? भगवान के साथ जब business करते हैं ना, Prabhupada used to say that his father told him, when God gives you with his millions of hands, you cannot hold it with your two hands. When God takes away with his millions of hands, you cannot hold what you have. Understand? So let's not try business with God. ये नारियल के लिए टेस्ला, एक अगरबत्ती के लिए घर, नहीं करे. Right? Let's do bhakti with God. भक्ति है ना, नमक जैसा है. Okay? हाँ, सब में मिल जाता है. ज्यादा नहीं. Very good. What else? हाँ? Very good. How many of you speak Tamil here or understand Tamil? Okay. Kuncham. Okay. So I'll translate. Yeah. So we have a saying in Tamil: "Uppilla pandam uppaile." There is no taste. That dish has to go to the garbage. You can't eat. Kuppai is garbage. Okay. Uppu is salt. All right. So something like that, similar in your languages.
Yes.
What do you say in Hindi? Gujarati, Marathi, जो भी है बताइए.
Pani bin sabsoon. That means pani where there is namak. In that thing.
Very good. Thank you. And other language?
We have a saying in Kannada. They say, "Uppiginta ruchi illa, taiginta bandhu illa." There's no one like a relative like a mother, and there's no taste like salt.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you. Any other languages? The importance of salt? Right? So we understand. And imagine that you prepare 2 kilos of dal. Okay? And you put 2 kilos of salt. हाँ, 2 किलो दाल में 2 किलो का सॉल्ट डाल दिया, क्या हो जाएगा?
At least that is dal. When I was in Doha, I made wonderful tea. It was so big, so yummy. Then I was putting sugar. Little different. Still, I didn't see the label. I didn't see. Then after that, offered, and it's almost more than 1 kilo. Some together was there. I think I added that taste. It's so salty. Oh my God. So crazy.
Oh my God. Yeah. So we understand the importance of salt, right?
Yeah.
In the wrong place, right quantity, right place. Yeah. So now, what happens is, you have to add the right quantity, and you have to add it. Zaruri hai. Correct? Zaruri hai. और उसका quantity भी ज़्यादा नहीं चाहिए. Add it, and it. Can you imagine that every little salt particle goes and mixes into that 1 kilo of dal and enhances the taste. You understand? Exactly like that. When we add Krishna into our life, it's like without Krishna, our life is like saltless dal. Right? Then you add that salt and you stir it slowly and steadily. उसका जो flavor है, वो हमारी जिंदगी की फ्लेवर को एनहांस कर देता है ना? It goes and mixes into every part of our life, and it's so tasty after that. It's so nice, so peaceful, so blissful. It's unimaginable, right? This is practical spirituality. So यही भक्ति है. Now bhakti is, what is bhakti? I'm talking bhakti. What is bhakti? Showing love towards God. Very good. To serve the Lord. Surrender. Trust. Bhakti क्या होती है? माता जी से belief, सेवा. भक्ति क्या मतलब क्या है? Okay, very nice.
Feel the presence of God.
Feel the presence of God. Surrender, love, trust, right? Seva. Very good. Engaging our senses towards the Lord. Ultimately, to connect with Him in some kind of relationship. More like, so imagine Arjuna has a relationship of friend with Krishna. What is the relationship of Yashoda Maya with Krishna? Mother. What about Nanda Maharaj? Okay, what about Sudama? What about Radharani? Okay, what about the trees and the bees? Friends. So they call it neutrality, Shantarasa. Okay, Shantaras. Okay, so you all understand different relationships that one can have with Krishna. Sorry, Balaram, what is the relationship? Draupadi? Very good, right? So we see that in different ways Krishna loves to connect with people, right? So Krishna loves to be in Vrindavan more than anywhere else. Why is that? Why is that so?
He was loved the most.
He was loved the most. Okay, and what else?
Everyone in the Vrindavan, Krishna,
Like a friend. They did not treat him as God. Does it make sense? Yeah? So imagine Amitabh Bachchan comes to Dubai. Or Shah Rukh Khan comes. I don't know who's the latest. Who's the latest guy? Both of them. What will everybody do? Jump on him, catch him. I was hearing recently, one of these children was saying, I believe Shah Rukh Khan came here, all the children saw him, he was not so tall as they thought he would be. So I believe there was a tweet or some Instagram post to say, so disappointing that Shah Rukh Khan is so not so tall. Well, what was your problem? You thought he was tall. What can we do? Right? So, if they come, what do we do? Jump on him, pounce on him, sir, autograph, photograph, Satmail, smiley, yeah. So what would Shah Rukh want to do, or any celebrity want to do, if they have to have peaceful family time? Kya karenge? Yeah, social distancing. Right? It's wherever people wouldn't know them, they'll go to the quietest place and live there because unko ek dusre se they want to connect with each other in peaceful relationship with each other, right? Yeah, right? So यही भगवान भी चाहते हैं कि wherever I go, बालाजी, my goodness, every day, कितने लोग जाते हैं, right? Business, one after the other, business. Next, Jargandi, next business, right? But suddenly in the line you're standing and you're saying, Balaji, मुझे कुछ नहीं चाहिए. Balaji will say, stop, Jargandi. Look at this behavior. Saying, I don't want anything. Then he'll wait and watch. He'll look at it. He'll say, why you don't want anything? Right? That's what Satyavrata Muni is saying, right? Varam deva moksham na moksha vadimba. Hey Krishna, you may be so great. वर देने वालों में आप बहुत superior हो, right? पर मुझे नहीं चाहिए. Then Krishna saying, यार ये तो मुश्किल कर दिया इसने. कुछ तो देना है मुझे, right? Do we feel indebted to people who give us something? Do we? Yes. Will God feel indebted also? Yes. Yeah. We do something. We go there. We offer something to him. He's asking, oh, you've given me this. I love you so much. आपको क्या चाहिए बोलो? हम बोलते हैं कुछ नहीं चाहिए. No? He's saying, no, I'll give you moksha. Satyavrata Muni is saying, na moksha vadimva. I don't want moksha. What else you want? Tell me something. You want paisa? I'll give you money. He's saying, sorry, no. Varam deva moksham. Na moksha vadimva. Na chanyam. Na cha anyam. Vrane. Krishna is saying, you want money? You want beautiful wife? You want a good child? You want Tesla? You want Audi? You want something else? You want peace? Satyavata Muni is saying, Nachanyavrani, I don't want anything else. Now Krishna is saying, तो बहुत मुश्किल हो गया, कुछ देना है मुझे, right? Then God becomes so restless to say, what do I give to this person who does not want anything? Then he goes higher and higher and higher. Now Satyavata Muni is saying, now I'm going to ask you what I want. What is he asking? He's saying, this Bala Gopal form of yours. Look at him. He's saying, you are scared. Because of your fear, Mother Surya, Chandra, Varuna, Vayu, Yamaraj, everyone in this world, सब लोग घूमते हैं, उनका काम अपने अपने काम करते हैं, because they are fearful of you. आपसे डरते हैं वो, और आप ऐसे डर के मारे खड़े हैं. और किससे डर रहे हैं आप? And who's Yashoda? Just a mother. You're God, and you're just scared of just a mother. Why is he scared? He's acting perfectly, huh?
Yeah.
He's crying, and he is rubbing his eyes. There is kajal, sobbing. 3 Rekhanka Kantha is, 3 Rekhanka is shivering and so scared. Have you seen? I mean, all of you should have seen children. You hold them and you lift your hand. They will cry so loud. Like, I have not even beaten you, man. Why are you crying so loud? By the time everybody in the house will come running, what did you do? You killed this child. Baba, मैंने इसको छुआ भी नहीं, इतना चिल्ला रहा है, right? That's all learned from Krishna. All these dramas from there. So he's come, now he's acting perfectly as a child to the mother, right? Why is he doing that? What is the reason?
The connection of
love, right? Yashoda Maya is not thinking, oh, you're God, I'm so sorry, God, you can eat mud. You can go and steal butter from anybody's place. She's saying, I will beat you if you steal butter, right? And then every day, there are women coming and complaining to him. Rasrani Mataji, what is our cutoff time?
After that,
12:30 I can finish. And then, what is your usual time?
Once you get started,
Acha.
yeah.
Okay.
Use your convenient time. Okay.
So, where were we? Why are you in this? Affectionate. Because the mother is loving. He's saying, I want to connect to this love. I want to surrender to this love. Right? So when we are speaking, when we're dealing with Krishna, there are different ways that Krishna is going to reciprocate to us. Right? The first and the smallest is bhukti. Okay? Bhukti is what? Bhoga. Whatever we are enjoying in this world. Nice sari, nice dehne. All of this will come automatically. Right? That's the first level of giving. Because it's material. This is matter. Right?
Yeah.
Can we take this matter to the next birth?
No.
So if you are going to, Prabhupada gives a beautiful story. There was an old lady, no children. So she would always every day go to the forest, cut wood, tie it all together, carry it on her head, come back, and that was her main work of the day. So one day she picked it and it fell down. तो इतनी बूढ़ी थी, उसको ताकत ही नहीं था, so she couldn't carry and put it. तो in that helplessness उन्होंने बहुत जोर से कहा कि हे दीनबंधु. जैसे ही वो उन्होंने बुलाया, भगवान आ गए, हाँ, प्रकट हो गए. बोला, आपने बुलाया मुझे? Right? She said, yes. Thank you so much. You're so kind. Right? So Krishna said, what do you want? Ask me for what you want. What would you ask if Krishna came in front of you? Yeah? So what did she say? Please, can you carry this wood? Put it on my head. Yeah? What will we ask if Krishna came? Right? अब अभी हम क्या समझ नहीं रहे हैं, उसका बोझ था वुड. हमारा बोझ क्या है? मोर पैसा, मोर फैमिली, more wealth. This is all our boझ, but we don't even realize. Yes, right? ये जो wood है ये खाली analogy है. जब भी हम भगवान को बुलाते हैं ना, वो आते हैं. फिर हम क्या बोलते हैं? wood को सिर पे रखो, बच्चे को सिर पे रखो. So many things we have to put on our heads, right? If only we know what exactly to ask. भगवान से क्या मांगना है, ये समझ आए. भगवान से कौन सी रिलेशनशिप बढ़ाना है, अगर ये समझ आए, then life is sorted, right? So going back to business versus bhakti. Now we are in the process of bhakti, right? The different relationships that we can have with God in love. Then what happens? This is salt, and we've added it, and it beautifully mixes with our life. And then what happens? Whatever we cook, we offer it to God. Whatever dresses we buy, we offer it to Him and then wear, right? When there are events, how many of you, all of you live close by here, yes?
Yeah.
There is program in Region School every Sunday that's happening. So we can go there, if not every week. As you know, as Mataji was saying, priorities, right? And she was also saying, not everyone in the family wants to do this. That's why you're all sitting here, because your children are in school, your husbands are in office.
Yeah.
Thanks that COVID is gone and everybody is back in their own space, right? So we are all able to come back to some amount of spirituality in our life. But you know what, ladies? You don't realize your own power. You're the powerhouse of the house. Did you know that? Yes? How many of you know you're the superwoman of the house?
Everybody is a woman.
Yes. And what you do by your actions, आपके करने से आप पूरे family को बदल सकते हो. Yes? Don't ever forget that. If you're thinking, मैं जा सकती हूँ, मेरे पूरे family नहीं आएंगे. नहीं, आप जाओ, आपका family follow करे. It will happen. And I will tell you one other magic potion. You want to know magic potion?
Yes.
Okay. Not everybody wants to know. I'm not going to give the secret. Please. Does everybody want to know the magic potion?
Yes.
Still no. Does everybody want to know the magic potion?
Yes.
So the ladies there don't want to say yes. Definitely 1 hour after this, we have to talk to them. Does everybody want to know magic potion?
Yes.
Okay. Just prasad. Cook what you're cooking, offer it to the Lord, and serve it as prasad. Okay? That has humongous effect on the people. Right? Now, generally what we say, sorry, I'm taking a very not very friendly example, but please bear with me. Imagine someone, so in the past, COVID का example लेते हैं, है ना? जब COVID था, imagine somebody ate in a plate. Were you allowed to eat in the same plate?
No.
Why not?
Infected.
Infected, right? Because of infection, we were not going to eat from their plate because we will get also infected because there was COVID virus. Correct? Any of you know Krishna virus? Yeah, how many of you know Krishna virus? You know what? He is much more infectious, right? And how does he send the virus? Through his eyes. When we cook and we place it in front of the Lord and we pray to him, Krishna, I can't do this magic. You have to do this, right? Offer it to him, and then he sends that powerful potency of him on that bhoga. It becomes prasad, right? And that, when it is fed to the rest of the family, It is intoxicating. Yes? So please don't miss out on that. Believe me, when you do that, one is we cook with love, then we offer with love. And then there is love of Krishna also added to it. You will see that the food that you are eating is much more tastier than ever before. Your family will love it, right? And they will also prioritize little more of Krishna consciousness. That is number one. Number two, first you do it for some time instead of forcing anyone else. When they see you do it, actions speak louder than words. They will follow, right? It should come from within you. First of all, we should be convinced that I want to do it for myself. Just like how I was saying, for 22 years, I was being Krishna conscious for someone else. Right? It's okay. Yena kena prakarena, by hook or crook, be Krishna conscious. Yes? But you know what will happen? Many of you may have younger children, but when they come of age, 11, 12, 15, 18, and when they have to leave the home, this culture, this consciousness that we imbibe in them goes a very, very long way with them. So at this point, do not think that this is a small idea, a small concept. It's a huge concept, and it will really take you and your family a long, long way. Yeah, in this life and beyond. Yes. So just to bring everything together, we were looking at different concepts. I'm just concluding everything. We are looking at multiple 4 quadrants. What are the 4 quadrants? Emotional, and spiritual. The point is, do not bypass. Right? Baki sab bypass nahi karte hain. Everything else we do perfectly. Right? The one place we want to bypass is spirituality. We looked at the challenges because of which we want to bypass spirituality. Correct? And then we looked at, can we break the challenges? Yes, we can. Right? How can we break the challenges? Because we saw that there are a lot of advantages by following spirituality. The major one that came out was peace. Right? Self-satisfaction. This is what we gain out of being spiritual. Right? This is a higher achievement in life. And because of that, it's important that we are spiritual, then all 4 quadrants are good, and our life is peaceful. When our life is peaceful, we can give peace to husband, we can give peace to children. Right? So once this is sorted, and then we also saw that practically, how do I practice spirituality? So we thought, we understand that it is salt of life. Right? So when we add the salt, just a little bit. Cook, offer. You want to, Prahlad Maharaj is saying, one of the 9 processes, आपको श्रवण करना है, स्मरण करना है, कीर्तन करना है, जो भी करना है, मगर एक प्रोसेस पक्का ले लो और उसको ध्यान से करो. अगर वो कर सकते हैं, वो फॉलो कर सकते हैं, the devotional life and the ultimate gati is guaranteed because Lord reciprocates. Yes, that also we saw. And what is the last point we saw? When we now connect with God, how should we connect with Him? In relationship of love with Him. What should we not do with Him? Yes? We know what is business versus bhakti? Yes? So, it should be important that we do not follow on business path, but we follow only bhakti. Clear? So, now we'll get into questions. Any questions? Something very practical. Even if it is not part of this particular class, you can always.
Madhavi, when suppose I'm going for the class or I'm doing the program or something, so if I miss out, so I've been making prasadam or whatever, but then I miss out on something, the chanting will always disappear from all the things.
Yeah.
Because making prasad, programs, all that is very more pleasurable.
Yeah.
Okay. But chanting is always the last thing, though it should be the first thing.
Right.
But I do chanting. But when these things are there, I leave the chanting aside and I'm with that. So
Okay. How long have you been in Krishna consciousness?
6, 7 years.
6, 7 years. Okay, interesting. Strictly speaking, you can never stop chanting. Right? But then I'm going to get into practicality. Okay. Again, one other, personal realization I'm talking about. I think after 26 years, we attended a 64 round chanting japa seminar 1 month back.
With the Maharaj.
Yes. Believe me, after that, I think I'm enjoying chanting.
Yeah.
I can just sit in one space at one time, finish my rounds without a distraction. Right? Because what happened that day is, I think after 32 rounds is when at least I started feeling that, oh, wow.
Yeah.
This is so easy. If I can finish 64 rounds a day, what is 16? It's nothing. Right? Sometimes it's all a year. There's nothing else. Right? When we enjoy, like you said it yourself, what I enjoy, I want to do. Right? So it's just that, to begin with, see, it's always nice to progress in everything that we join. Otherwise, you know what happens? It feels boring after some time. And then you lose the process. You're not here, you're not there. It's very confusing. So chanting is something where we actually, it is to call Srimati Radharani and request her, please give me that seva which I love to do for Krishna. Please put me in that service. That's the whole dialogue. Right? So even if you like to do something else, what are we doing by chanting first? That we're requesting, please give me that seva. You understand? So whatever rounds you're chanting, please promise a certain number of rounds to begin with. You say, some of you are very, very new. Promise yourself 11 mantras. Some of you are a little bit older than that, 1 round. Older than that, 4 rounds, 6 rounds, 8 rounds, 10 rounds, 12 rounds, 16 rounds. Whatever you want to promise the Lord and stay at it. Once you have regularized, जितना rounds आपने promise किया है भगवान को, बस उतने round में पहले stabilize हो जाओ, then move 1 more round extra. Right? And then it should come from within also. Right? It will come. Because when we are sincere, Krishna definitely gives that inspiration from within. Yeah? But don't be guilty. You know what Krishna says? This process, Krishna consciousness, is to sukham kartum apne. If you're going to do it in dukkha, my goodness, my mentor will not talk to me. I cannot go to this place. I can't do this. I can't do that. Somebody will be upset. These are not the reasons for you to chant. The reason is that I want to connect with Krishna in love. I want to ask Srimati Radharani to give me that interest, to give me that service towards the Supreme Lord. When we have that internal growth, right, then the external japa will happen automatically. How many of you have heard Chinese bamboo story? Yes. You've heard about Chinese bamboo, right? So, you know what happens? The Chinese bamboo एक तरीके का bamboo है, जिसको ना farmer sows it and then he waters it. 1 हफ्ता, 2 हफ्ता, 1 महीना, 2 महीना, 1 साल, 2 साल, 5 साल तक करता जा रहा है, and then after 5 years of giving nutrition, it starts sprouting. 5 साल के बाद और कितना बढ़ता है? 6 महीने में 90 feet it grows, not 9 feet, 90 feet. Okay? क्या कर रहा था फिर 5 साल? सबसे
growing inside.
Thank you.
What was it?
It is growing roots inside. You understand? So, please remember जब क्लास पे आते हैं, सुनते हैं, don't be discouraged that it is nothing. You are growing your roots inside so that when you grow outside, you are going to be grounded. But that does not mean that you tell your mentor, Mataji, मैं ना आऊंगी, अभी roots grow कर रही हूँ. The story is not like that. We always take the easy route, है ना? So my point is, believe me, it's not about Ratharani or Revati Gopi Mataji. It's about our life. It's about your life. It's about where you want to go, right? In life, we are always thinking someone else is going to do something for me. When we understand that it is my life and I have to do this for myself, that's when we actually become responsible, right? Many people talk about being independent. What is independence? Be independent here. Be responsible here. There is nothing we can give as reason to say, I can't chant. Is it true that we don't have time? No. Yeah. It is just here in our mind, right? Sometimes it is so genuine that we don't have the time. And then put your promised number of chanting number in your calendar. Chant it the next day. Or spread it over the next few days, one round extra for the next few days. And finish your rounds, right? But so come. Okay? Grow internally, then external will automatically come, right? Create that relationship with God. It will happen, but do it happily. Not by force. Yes? So how many rounds do you chant? It is okay to share. 4. No.
4, but the weekends.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
Weekends, drop it and put that one round of this during the weekdays. Then your life is also peaceful. Right? I know that, as she was saying, many families are not supportive. Yeah. So we can't do much about those families. In that case, help yourself by doing it during the week. If possible, you can sit with your children and the family to say, can we just chant one round together? If your children are really young, then they will love to do that. Like they like to hold the reeds and chant whatever they want to chant, but they will hold and sit, right? Yeah.
My children do the small one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saying my children.
Only on the weekend. They are doing on weekends, I'm missing on weekend.
No, it's don't do bhakti out of guilt. Please perform bhakti with happiness. Because it's for ourselves, not for someone else. Yeah. Any other thoughts? Questions?
As we started the discussion, so you told about why of Krishna consciousness. So you should know the why of Krishna consciousness. And I thought for a while there is no such why for me, especially. And then as you proceeded the lecture, there were so many whys coming up. So I got a little confused whether I'm aware of my why, or is it like that only, or I'll be like in later stage of my bhakti, I'll get to know. Is it important to know? There's so many things that came into my mind during that today's lecture.
Okay. Yeah. Now, you know what happens? Very beautiful point you've brought. You know what? So I'm going to take a little bit of a tangent and then come back to this question. Yeah, why? Now, if you see, take a coffee mug, yeah, or a tea mug. The mug is supposed to be holding the coffee or tea inside, correct? So our how in life, our why in life is like the coffee mug. It's the context that we said, okay? And the how and what in life are like the coffee and tea inside the mug. जब हमारा mug strong होता है ना, जो भी उसके अंदर है, वो intact. Yeah? Anything you're doing in life, जो भी आप करते हैं, उसका why, if you can actually find out why you're doing it. Any volunteers who can help me with this? Anybody who would like to volunteer right now? We'll do a small activity. You'd like to? Okay. So I'll take 2-3 people are there. Tell me what you're confused about the most at this point.
How to connect and how to make ourselves time.
How to connect with God. Okay. Why do you have to connect with God?
Because for our peace.
for your peace. Why else?
If we connect with God, we'll think everything good, not bad, and we'll get less anger.
Okay. Why else do you want to connect with God? You love God. Very good. Why else you want to connect with God?
My elders used to.
Interesting. Okay. I understand your elders were connecting with God, but why do you want to connect with Him? What are the reasons? Okay. Can I suggest something? All of you go home today and take a piece of paper and write why you want to connect with God. Ask yourself why else at least 10 times. Okay? And write it down. 10 minimum. You can go more than that.
10 minimum.
Yes. Yeah?
It's very difficult.
Very difficult, right? But there's nobody watching you. It's just for yourself. When you do that, you will really understand the depth of it from your subconscious mind. And when your why is set for any activity that you're doing, right? Why you serving your family?
Why am I serving them?
Yeah.
Because I love them.
Okay, why else?
Responsibility.
Responsibility. Why else?
ऐसा ही होता है नाटक
I've seen everybody do it. Very good. Why else?
It's a bonding between each
That's
other.
my
Bonding.
role, right? It's
Responsibility.
also my role. in
It's my role. Very good.
Satisfaction.
Satisfaction. Why else?
Sometimes obligation also.
Obligation sometimes.
there are dependents.
There are dependents. Why else?
No other option.
No other. Why else?
मैं भी तो कौन करे
Huh?
मैं भी तो कौन करे
Yeah, who else will do it, right? Huh? Why else?
Though I keep telling them I'm going to leave you.
Yeah, I think it's universal mothers, right? This is one dialogue also that we all know. I'm going to leave you all and go, then you will know what will happen in this house. But we'll never leave.
Children when coming to that age when they start fighting with you, they say either you stay or I stay.
Yeah. See, the point is, we will start with a very shallow thought when we say the first whys. And then when we are done with all the shallow whys, oh, there is no option, obligation, they are dependents, who else will do? We finish all of this. And when we go deeper, believe me, even if it is an obligation or there are no options, we will not sit here if there is a deeper meaning that we are able to find from that. Right? That's the deeper why we need to find. Make sense?
Yeah.
So when your why, the mug is really strong, then the how and what will automatically happen. Okay, for many of us, why? My mother did it, I'm doing it. Correct? That's I think many of us have it in our mind. My mother did it, my ancestors did it, I've always seen the family, whole world is doing it. What else am I supposed to do?
No, to know the self. To
See?
know the self.
To know the self.
And to see God in everywhere. Except for God, others, everything is natural.
You see? So sometimes when you actually talk about it, think about it, you will find out why you're doing it. Right? In spite of saying, either you stay or I stay, we still stay. Why are we staying? There is a deeper why, we don't question it. It doesn't come out on an everyday basis, right? Similarly, why are we praying to God? Why should I pray to God? Right? When I know the why, I will not think of it as a choice, but I will have it as an everyday necessity. It's a need for me. Just like I can't live without drinking water, I should not be able to live without chanting or connecting or speaking to him, looking at him, or dressing him up, right? It should become like that. So when our why is very, very convincing, फिर और किधर नहीं जाएंगे, कुछ नहीं करना, we will automatically connect, right? And we've started the process. We will go very beautifully in this process, because it's not just us, the 2-finger shot, right? One is our endeavor, and you're all here sincerely. So grateful to all of you for being here. Definitely Krishna will be very pleased, right? Because Krishna is Bhakta Vatsala. And in this month, that's what he comes to show, that when my devotee does something really small, मैं कैसे कितना वापस दे सकता हूँ, right? Yashoda, mother, what is he doing? Okay, mom, please bind me. He gets bound. Then to Arjuna, he says, oh, I'll become your Sarthi. No problem. So like that, Krishna is ready to get bound by his devotee. He gives himself, right? Yeah, that's the point for conclusion that I missed out. Krishna starts with giving money, giving wealth, giving knowledge, giving mukti. But one thing Krishna does not give so easily is bhakti. Yes?
Yes.
If we stick to him to say, I don't want na iti, na iti, na iti, until he says, what else do you want? I want you. Idam te vapurnatha gopala balam sadame manastyavirashtam kimanye. What else do I want? I want your beautiful form to stay inside my heart. Right? When we ask him for that, he doesn't have a choice. He says, oops, I don't give that so easily. Why? Why does he not give bhakti easily?
Because we don't desire.
That's very nice. Because we don't desire so much for it. Very good. What is Krishna's perspective for not giving bhakti easily?
No, I want to know.
Manushyanam translation means 1 in 1,000 becomes perfect. And out of those 1 in thousands who become perfect, one understands me in full. So, Krishna says, if I give bhakti, I have to get bound and I have to go with you to your house. So he says, I don't give bhakti so easily. So ladies, you're all powerful, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You want money or you want Krishna? How many of you want Krishna? Everyone. Sabko chahiye. Very good. So as powerful ladies, what we are going to do today? जब दिया भगवान को ऑफर कर रहे हैं, you demand him, right? You tell him, you go with me today to my house and you stay tied with me. Can we ask him?
Yes.
Have you ever demanded? Because every day we're demanding our husband, right? Wake up at this time. Wear only this dress. You can't stand here. How did you put a towel, wet towel on the bed? Right? We do demand, right? बाहर आके थोड़ा सा we act as if I'm very शांत. Only my husband I control, nobody else. Right? So like that we'll control Krishna also. Are you all ready?
Yes.
Okay. So what are we going to ask? Him. We're going to tell him, na iti, na iti, na iti, only you. Yes?
Yes.
Ready, everybody?
Yes.
All right. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much. Continuation of the why. Even if we have 10, there will be one why which will be really strong.
Definitely.
Is that?
Yes, it's perfectly good. When you write it down, it makes a lot of sense.
For me, right?
Yes.
So that's fine.
Yes. Keep writing. You can get 50 whys and you will see the same thing repeat again and again. And you will realize that this is my deeper why. Strongest why.
One point is why you don't
Please don't. I already was talking about how Krishna gives himself because of him.
but why you don't give? That's for me.
Where will take another few minutes? I would like for you to stay.
Two words. Barawa, but anyway, you cannot give more water. Yeah, it should be empty.